Hey Randy, it's time for another comedy brain teaser. What legendary comic was born in Washington State, talked his way into a gig on an iconic comedy show, and finished second to George Bush in the 1992 North Dakota Republican presidential primary?
That's too easy, Steve. It's the great Pat Paulsen. And while his presidential campaigns may have been tongue-in-cheek, he also was a master at using comedy to cut through the political fog.
The other candidates charge that when I speak, I often embarrass myself. Well, at least I don't embarrass the whole country.
I'm Steve McClellan.
And I'm Randy Hodgins, and Patrick Layton Paulsen certainly was a one-of-a-kind comedian. Born in South Bend, Washington in 1927, Pat's family moved to California when he was just 10. After graduating high school and a stint in the military, Pat held a number of odd jobs while attending college. During this time, he joined a sketch comedy group and eventually developed a solo act featuring satirical songs and a very deadpan delivery.
Pat met the Smothers Brothers during one of their San Francisco gigs in 1967. He lobbied them to hire him for their new CBS variety show, which premiered that year.
Pat was a hit with audiences, and in 1968 he used the show as a launching pad for a faux presidential campaign. Here's a clip of Pat in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next President of the United States, Mr. Patrick Layton Paulsen.
Man's soul cries out for release from the past degregations of the human spirit. Man's heart cries out for goodwill and understanding. Man's will cries out for strength against the forces of bigotry and oppression. Man is a crybaby.
Riding his national fame, Pat toured the country in top comedy clubs and theaters. Now, not all of Pat's humor was political, but no matter the topic, he delivered his jokes in his trademark laconic style.
Personally, I've always been a bug on physical fitness. I find there's nothing like getting up in the morning and running around the block for an hour. Really stirs things up and gets that heart pumping and the blood racing through those arteries. Of course, you can get the same effect watching dirty movies.
The politically motivated cancellation of the Smothers Brothers show really set Pat's career back. While he continued with stand-up comedy and some small acting roles, Paulsen turned much of his focus to running a small winery in Asti, California. So it was a real treat for comedy fans when Pat appeared on the 1992 Smothers Brothers reunion show.
I'm very excited to be here. 20-year reunion show with my close personal friends Tom and Dave Smothers.
When Pat died in 1997, the tributes poured in from all around the comedy world. But no one said it better than Tommy Smothers, who noted, "Whenever I'd walk around with him, people would yell, 'Hey, Mr. President!' We miss him."
You can find out more about Pat Paulsen and all our comedy legends, including video clips and extended audio cuts, at laughtracksradio.com. Thanks for listening, and until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye, everybody.